When I came into office 8 years ago, I proclaimed a simple but crucially important principle. If you don't have steel, you don't have a country. You don't have a country. A strong steel industry is not just a matter of dignity or prosperity and pride. It's above all a matter of national security. The best and strongest steel on earth will forever be made in America and made in Pennsylvania.
Welcome back. That was President Trump keeping his campaign promise to bring manufacturing and steel production back to the USA. Whirlpool Corporation is one of America's top appliance companies who makes all of its products here in the United States using 96% domestically sourced steel. Joining me now live from the company's global headquarters in Michigan is Whirlpool's Corporation's Chairman and CEO, Marc Bitzer. Marc, great to have you this morning. Thanks so much for being here.
Well, Maria, thanks for having me.
Well, I know that you've made some moves at the company to offset what was expected to be the impact of tariffs. Can you tell us what the impact has been on Whirlpool and the macro story?
Yeah, so Maria, we publicly said multiple times that we ultimately will be a net winner in the tariff environment. And of course, there's many moving parts. But given that in the short clip beforehand, you particularly referred to the steel tariffs. The steel tariffs have been in place for a long time, and we're in strong support of that because as a heavy dependent steel appliance manufacturer use a lot of steel, we need a strong US-based steel production, period. And I fully agree, this is crucial for the future of this country. However, there has been a loophole in the steel tariffs. What it basically means, we buy high-quality US-made steel, while my competitors can basically import cheap Chinese steel into the country. That loophole has been significant, and it has been painful for us. It cost US jobs, and frankly, that loophole has been finally largely closed as of last Friday. So we fully applaud and salute the decisions made by the government.
Yeah, it's a great point that you make, because oftentimes what China has done to get cheap steel into America is send it through different ports and different countries, actually. So is there anything else that you would like to see in the way of policy in terms of ensuring loopholes like that do not cut into U.S. manufacturers like Whirlpool?
Yeah, and Maria, I first want to give the viewers a little bit of perspective on these loopholes, because they sound like very little. Appliance, half of the weight of an appliance is steel. So steel is everything for us. Just the cost difference on these loopholes, which came with cheap Chinese steel, are more than we pay for all our workers in the US. I mean, just absorb that. So we pay more for the steel cost difference than we pay for US workers. Now that gives you perspective how much of a difference it makes. We have similar elements also when it comes to certain components, which today I can't source in the US. We source large in the US, but there are certain electronic panels or displays which we're still sourced from China. We pay a tariff. Our competing importers, they don't pay a tariff on this. So these are not the only loopholes, and I'm pretty sure similar loopholes exist in other industries and other businesses.
Absolutely, and I know foreign competitors have exploited those trade loopholes, undermined the United States, which has resulted in reduced research and development, not just manufacturing. Marc, let me get your take on where you're seeing the biggest impact, because I know since you reported your first quarter earnings, we've seen some promotions. I want to get your take on the macro story when it comes to demand, as well as what you're seeing right now in pricing when it comes to things like refrigerators and dishwashers.
Yeah, so Maria, we publicly said when we had our earnings call, we would expect the second quarter to have similar market dynamics like the first quarter. And frankly, the first quarter was kind of, stable consumer demand, not a very strong mix. But we were impacted by the heavy preloading of our competitors ahead of the tariffs. So, of course, with every extension of a pause on the tariffs, the preloading continued, and we expected that. So we know the importers, the foreign companies, are still sitting on high, elevated level of kind of cheap imports pre-tariffs. And that impacts, of course, the second quarter. But frankly, at one point, we will have burned through the inventory, and the tariffs will bite. And then I think we will see a different market behavior in our advantage or to our advantage out there. So right now, on the pricing side, we see it pretty stable. We saw a small increase, but we see it pretty stable. But more importantly, and I think this has been quoted several times, you have a reference point in appliances. In 2018, President Trump imposed some tariffs on washers. And I know there's been a lot of confusion. The facts are, at the end of the tariffs, the washer prices were lower at the same level than before. And today, washer prices are lower than in 2014 or 2013. You don't have a lot of industries where you see prices being stable, at the same time having higher quality and better featured washing machines. So I think the one experience point which we have from 2018, tariffs don't necessarily mean higher prices. They mean more production in the US and ultimately also more competitive environment in the US and a competitive setup.
Yeah, that is a great point that you make, Marc. And all of this while you're in the middle of a refresh of your products, right? Tell us what to expect this year as you refresh the product portfolio.
Yeah, Maria, we publicly announced this year we renew and have new products which impact 30% of our range. Typically, you have about 8 to 10% product renewal every year. This year, we went big. Now, be also very clear, with the tariffs now finally coming into place and our trust and confident administration will hold firm, we will invest more in the US. So we are about to make some big additional investments and also communication in favor of our US factories. And because right now, very simply, economically, the business case for product made in US has just become a lot more attractive, and we will invest more.
So you'll be investing where? In new plants, in new product categories? How will you allocate that money, Marc?
It's both. We will have several products. Frankly, where as a company, we could have had the choice: do we produce it in Ohio? Do we produce it somewhere abroad? We will produce it in the US. That is new products, capital investments products, but we will also invest more in the automation and the update of our factories. Vertical integration is a big topic for us. So ultimately, it will be to the benefit of US factories and US products and ultimately US consumers.
And all the while taking costs out of the business. I know for shareholders watching, you've also talked about better margins second half of the year as you take costs and try to reduce costs out of the business.
Yeah, Maria, we, as a company, I think we have a pretty good track record of being very mindful about every penny we spend. So I think we have a track record and we would deliver from a cost. But one critical element is also, and I think President Trump and the entire administration is, in a sense, we have a fixed cost business. Right now, our factories with all the preloading, they're roughly running at about 60% capacity. Once you get the volume in the factories and you run a factory 70–80% capacity, that makes a big difference on your bottom line impact. So you don't only need to raise prices, or it's not the only way how you get the profit. Factory load and having in a fixed cost business a good and healthy factory load is a big deal. And I think we have, with what we're seeing coming, probably more in Q3 and Q4, we're very confident that we can fill the factories to the right levels.
And of course, some of those big ticket items that we're talking about, the important products that you're referring to, are tied to the housing market, new home construction, new housing buys. Marc, what would you say about the second half of the year in the economy? Do you feel like you have the clarity on the consumer right now that you can share with us?
You know, Maria, of course we see, appliances are a big ticket item. A discretionary purchase, they reflect ultimately consumer confidence. And frankly, right now, the consumer is, I would say, a little bit confused. And we would hope that the consumer confidence starts picking up. But we also saw in prior periods, the good news about consumer confidence, it is you can influence it in a shorter time period. I think once we see more stability around us, that will pick up. But of course, the housing, that's for us the big topic. Our appliances are highly dependent on new home sales, existing home sales. And frankly, and I saw the earlier clip, we can't wait to see a mortgage rate reduction because that ultimately will unlock the housing market. You know, we have a housing crisis and we have a home affordability crisis. And at one point that needs to be addressed, and that will be to the benefit of us as it being the American producer with a strong footprint in the housing sector.
Terrific. A great point on rates, which we're all focused on. Marc, it's good to have you this morning. I hope you'll come back soon. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Maria. Thanks for having me.
All right, Chairman and CEO of Whirlpool Corporation, Marc Bitzer. Stay with us. We'll be right back.